Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Dalvin Cook or bust, fans suspect Cowboys Micah Parsons sending message. Maybe Cowboys star pass rusher Micah Parsons is just like all of us. Maybe he is wondering and has been wondering for weeks why, exactly, the Cowboys signed former Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook back in late August if there was no intention on playing him. The Cowboys have the worst running game in the NFL, with just 463 total yards and a yards per carry average of 3.5. Both of those numbers rank 32nd in the league. Yet, Dallas keeps trotting out Ezekiel Elliott and Rico Dowdle as the team's 1-2 punch at halfback. Dowdle has shown he is a keeper. But Elliott? The Cowboys have little reason to keep a guy who has just 115 yards in 6 games and is averaging 3.0 yards per carry, a career low. It can't hurt to bring in Cook, who is still on the practice squad. There's virtually no chance that he is worse than Elliott at this point. And it could be that Micah Parsons agrees and perhaps even is sending a message to Cowboys Nation. That's according to internet sleuths who noticed that on his popular podcast, The Edge, this week, Parsons had a Dalvin Cook jersey hanging over his right shoulder. As popular Cowboys analyst J. Tuck wrote, "Hold up, Micah got a Dalvin Cook jersey up in the back." Cowboys getting suggestions on Dalvin Cook. Sorta like Parsons was telling the team to play the new guy. It could just be a coincidence. Parsons and Cook have had multiple run-ins in their careers, but they have respect for each other. Perhaps there is nothing more to Parsons' Cook jersey placement than that. But it is suspicious. Everyone loves Elliott and the approach he takes as a leader for the team, though the truth is, he can't produce much anymore. Cook would be worth a shot. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy has been non-committal on a Cook return date. But he did say, recently, we're definitely moving him forward. But the other part of it, too, is I think Rico and Elliott, they haven't been given a lot of opportunities too, so it isn't like they haven't done anything to warrant their opportunities decreasing right now. It's a great place to be. It gives us excellent depth. That's a hell of a situation to be in. Cowboys urged to trade away first ballot Hall of Famer at NFL deadline. While there has been much hand-wringing over what the team could bring in at the trade deadline to cover its many holes, maybe the way to think of this season is as a reset year. And in that context, maybe the best thing to do would be to sell off the pieces that teams around the league most value. No, Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb are not going anywhere. But over his career, the best Cowboys player outside those three is likely right guard Zack Martin, who has been a starter since his rookie year in 2014 and has been a 9-time Pro Bowler and 7-time All-Pro at his position. And maybe it's time to put him on the trade market. At age 33, Martin has not been at his usual level this season, and rates a grade of only 68.1 at Pro Football Focus, which is 29th out of 79 tackles in the NFL. Part of that is the youth on the Cowboys line, where rookie Cooper Beebe is taking over at center and fellow rookie Tyler Guyton is at left tackle. Part of it is a shift in scheme. But some of it is just Martin's age. And it may be time to ship him somewhere in which he has a chance to win, while also netting a draft pick for Dallas. As analyst K.D. Drummond wrote in an article, Martin is not the same player who has been considered the best in the league for the majority of his career. He's a first-ballot Hall of Famer who has set the standard for interior line play for his generation. At this point, he's still well above replacement level, and there's a very strong chance his decline is related to the scheme he's being asked to play under Mike Solari. A fresh start could easily see a career rejuvenation. Zack Martin a plug dash and play OL option. It is not easy to trade an offensive lineman in the middle of a season. But Martin's talent level and experience should make him an exception, a plug-and-play lineman who can bolster the many teams that are in need of better play up front. If the Cowboys want to truly go young on the line, trading Martin might be a good start. Heisman favorite Ashton Jeanty's Cowboys comment turns heads. You might have noticed that the best collegiate player in the country here in 2024 is not a quarterback. But this time around, it's Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty, and we can only hope, that the Cowboys have taken notice. Jeanty has been the most dominant player this season, and has the chance to go down as the best running back in college football history. He has 1,248 yards rushing in just 6 games, with 17 touchdowns, leading the nation in both categories. He is averaging 9.9 yards per carry and 208.0 yards per game, giving him a shot at eclipsing Barry Sanders' all-time record of 2,628 yards on the ground in one season. And he just happens to be from Texas, having starred at Lone Star High School as a receiver and a running back. Thus, it probably should not be a surprise that, when it comes to NFL teams he'd like to join next spring, the Cowboys were one of 2 he named. Ashton Jeanty, a hometown hero, in Dallas. That would be a welcome development in Cowboys Nation, considering the state of the team's last-ranked running game. Speaking on a live stream this weekend, with the Vandals on a bye, Jeanty was asked where he'd like to play in the NFL. Bears? Y'all got a back already, y'all got DeAndre Swift. I'm not gonna lie, Chicago's too cold. It's too cold. I can't do that, Jeanty said initially. Chiefs, you know what I'm saying. Be a Super Bowl contender every year. Come on now. And then Jeanty turned his attention homeward. Dallas Cowboys, I'm not saying they're not a good fit, he said. I'm not saying that at all, you know. And I'm from Frisco, I played in their practice stadium. I would be a hometown hero if I was there. Indeed, Jeanty was a star at Lone Star, playing both running back and wide receiver. He was just a 3-star recruit coming out of high school, according to 24/7 Sports, and chose Boise State over Kansas, Tulsa, Air Force, Army, Tulane, Navy, Penn, North Texas, Louisiana, Dartmouth, Texas State, New Mexico and Sam Houston State. In your opinion, would he be a good addition to the Cowboys roster? Leave your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel.